What's up?
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is its name.
So earlier I released a video. It was a messy doodle, and in it you saw some of the work I've been developing for about a month or so. It was with tough love. So you've seen some of the ideas I had, as well as some of the 3D works I've been working on. And I asked for everyone to critique in the comment section below, and I actually sent off some work to two of my good friends, Jonathan and Kenny. They both came back with some great advice, and I'm really looking forward to improving on this. But I want to y'all, the audience, because this is my growth as an artist, and if y'all can look and see how I'm getting critiqued and how I'm looking to improve off of the critiques, you know what? You can improve too. So let me go ahead and read off some of those critiques, and let's formulate a plan of how I can combat some of these things they told me to work on and get better. Let's get better together, guys, Okay, so here's the first critique. It's by my friend Jonathan. He's a tremendous artist and he goes to SCAD. He's actually a hard surface modeler and he has some really phenomenal work. So I really look up to him for being somebody who graduated from BSU, the school I went to, and who's also performing at a high level nowadays despite just being a few years after his graduation. So it's a tremendous inspiration for me, and hopefully if you see his work, I'll link his website down below. If you see his work, you'll fall in love with it too because he has some great advice, and this is what he offered me on my phone. So here, let me read it off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had questions of whether it was supposed to be like a love story, so I need to develop the overall theme, the story-wise needs to be developed. Secondly, he was wondering if it was more realistic or stylized. I say realistic, but I also want to exaggerate some parts to make it a little bit more stylized. Well, I don't think it's going to be more stylized. It's going to be more realistic. So I guess I need to define that more. The big bone guy, he said the cheeks aren't really developed yet. It was the last one I worked on, so I haven't really developed him fully like I need to. So obviously that'll be something when a critique he will point that out. And yeah, he was right. I need to refine that. Oh, and the shirt guy, Ben's, his legs need some work, so I need to increase the muscles and actually give him muscles because he actually commented how it looks like he kind of skipped leg day. So I need to work on that. Yes, I need to work on his legs. That's definitely. Also, just from a 3D side, he was saying I maybe not put so much details in the face because it looks kind of lumpy. So what I should do is rig them. But because when I rig the face, of course, you can make all those facial expressions, which is something I don't know what to do. I don't know how to rig the face yet. So I can either learn that or kind of just model it in, because I'm not going to animate these characters. I'm just going to kind of pose them in like different poses and hold them in that position. So I can still get away with modeling them, but it's still something I can do with texturing too. So I definitely need to decrease or smooth out some of the details added in the face because it looks a little lumpy in his opinion, and actually my other friend's opinion too. But when I asked if he liked the differences between the other three characters, he says they all look super tough. Like one of them's slick and smooth, another big and tough, and the other lazy. So he says like their personalities are shining through, and I really need to refine on that because if he can see it in this early stage, then it just means I have to keep on working at it. So thank you, Jonathan, for the good review. It really did pick out the areas I need to work at, and that's good. Like, he showed me what was weak, and now I can refine that to make it a little bit stronger, and then bring out the strong points that he pointed out and make them even stronger. So I appreciate the critique of this early phase, and more people, please help me critique. So thank you, Jonathan. That was a good critique, and I'm looking forward to making those changes this week. So thank you. Okay, so the second review is from my good friend Kenny. He's a really good 2D artist. His characters show a lot of appeal, a lot of emotion. He has a very stylized approach with his drawings. I love his work. He doesn't have a website or Facebook page yet, but he's phenomenal, and honestly, he should get one very, very soon. But I trust him completely. He's going to be a great force in the anime industry very soon. He's going to go to SCAD after he graduates. He only has one more term left. I love his creations. I totally trust his opinion. So we're once again about to go into another critique and what he said about my work. So here we go. So pretty much what he was saying was kind of similar to Jonathan. The leg or Ben's like the legs. He was like he looks like he missed just. It's like even if he did miss leg day, he still looks like it's just crazy. So like, I really need to like beef up the legs, quote for quote. Even if he did skip leg day, they would be even bigger than that. So yeah, I kind of need to work on Ben's legs for sure. That's 2 strikes on Ben's. Needs to work on his legs. Also, like I said, his appeal with his characters are usually top notch. So he add like the appeal isn't very apparent, but maybe with the clothes added, it'll make a big difference. So I need to figure if I like the appeal with the current set of characters. Like I said, Jonathan saw some of the personality traits with them, so maybe I just emphasize that to make other people realize it too. But I understand totally with the appeal, so I need to focus in on that and like think if I should like stylize certain things in certain areas to give it that pop that I want. But it's gonna be more realistic. So I think the clothing is gonna make the textures, which means pretty much the color I introduced with them, is really gonna make a big difference when it comes to appeal and really give these characters the look that I really feel. Because at the end of the day, I guess you could see it as another buff guy. I mean, that's with unclothed. That's what you'll see: a tall, skinny guy and a bigger guy. I mean, that's just any normal person stripped down naked. But I guess I can do some tweaks with it to give them a little bit more appeal. You know, there's a lot of little things I could add to give it more unique appeal to it. So I'll look into that. Other things, he was like also write up scripts, so I can get a more of a feel for the story. And the characters, and just help improve my writing skills for the future. So I'm not sure if I want to write out these characters as much, but I should maybe like think a little bit more of what these characters make them what, or more so like Jonathan pointed out perfectly without me even realizing it. One's tough, one's gonna be slick and smooth, and one other can be lazy. So if I can find 3 things, or not 3 things, but if I can find traits or write out traits that emphasize these, oh my gosh, if I can write out objects or things I can emphasize these traits, then that'll be tremendous, and that's what I want to do. So right now I have to fix the legs, because like I said, one of the legs are just pretty messed up. Also with Ben's, not Ben's, but with Meg, one pointed out that maybe his legs need to be a little longer. That was Jono. I just didn't read it off at the time, but I need to maybe elongate him a little bit and then finish off the third guy, which doesn't have a name yet, but the bigger guy. So I need to finish off him as well. But that's the feedback I got today from 2 amazing artists, and I wanted to share with you because this is our journey together. I mean, it's my artistic journey, but you're following me, so hopefully, you know, you'll just get more out of this than pretty visuals, if it's pretty yet, or awesome visuals. Eventually, that's what I want to work to, awesome visuals, but I want you to see my journey so you know you can do it too. So yeah, it's humble beginnings, but hopefully awesome ending. But yeah, that's my journey, and this is where it starts. So thank you for tuning in, and peace.